Welcome back to Travel Perspectives, the podcast where every journey reveals more than just a destination. It reveals a new way of seeing the world. I'm Kate, and today we're stepping into one of Russia's most dazzling cultural treasures, the Peterhof Palace in St. Petersburg. Often nicknamed the Russian Versailles, Peterhof is more than a palace. It's an experience in grandeur, artistry, and perspective. Imagine walking through a place where cascading fountains sparkle under the sunlight, golden statues shine against the greenery, and every path tells a story of ambition and vision. Peterhof was built by Peter the Great in the early 18th century, not just as a residence, but as a statement of Russia's growing power and its cultural ties to Europe. From the very beginning, Peterhof wasn't about being ordinary. It was about redefining perspective on what a palace could be.
It really is astonishing. You can see how it set the tone for Russian architecture and design for centuries.
Absolutely. And that's what fascinates me about Peterhof. It's not just a collection of gilded halls or manicured gardens. It's a living example of how leaders used architecture to shape perspective, to influence how their nation was seen. Walking through the Grand Cascade, with its 64 fountains and more than 200 bronze statues, you can almost feel the message. This was Russia announcing its presence on the world stage. But here's where perspective becomes truly interesting. While it's easy to get swept up in the splendor, look closer and you'll notice details. Mythological figures, intricate carvings, and fountains cleverly engineered to surprise visitors. These weren't just displays of wealth. They were designed to engage, to make people stop, look, and think. Now, let's bring you in with a quick quiz. Which natural element powers the fountains of Peterhof Palace? Electricity, steam, or gravity? Take a moment to think. The answer might surprise you.
I'm going to guess gravity. No pumps involved, right?
Exactly. Gravity is the genius behind Peterhof's fountains. The entire system was designed using natural water pressure from nearby reservoirs. That means centuries before modern technology, Peterhof's engineers were using the landscape itself to create one of the most impressive water features in the world. Talk about perspective, turning nature into art. As you wander through Peterhof, the balance between nature and human creativity becomes clear. The fountains dance, the gardens breathe, and the palace shines, reminding us that perspective is not just about what we see, but how we choose to see it. Whether you're standing in the Hall of Mirrors or watching the fountains cascade into the Gulf of Finland, Peterhof invites you to pause and reflect on how beauty, power, and vision intersect. So, here's my invitation to you. If you ever find yourself in St. Petersburg, don't just visit Peterhof, experience it. Notice the details, shift your perspective, and let the place speak to you. And until then, keep traveling with us, because every destination is another chance to see the world differently.